So today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial on this look right here. This is my Summer Glow makeup tutorial that's actually already on my blog. I did it last year, but because so many people loved it, I decided why not do a video on it as well. So I'll be talking through this all step by step with all the products that I use, and I really hope you enjoy the video. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So I'm going to start off by priming my face with the Barry M Flawless Brightening Primer. I really like this primer because it's not super sticky, but it also doesn't feel like it's rubbed off as soon as you use it as well. It's just really nice, and it fills in all your pores, but it just makes your skin feel really smooth. So I really like it. Next up I'm going to use my absolute favourite foundation of all time. It is the No. 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation in the colour Calico. So that is the lightest shade. So I'm just going to squirt that onto a beauty sponge and then just start working that into my face. Sorry, I keep looking that way because that's where my mirror is. What I really like about this foundation is it's not like super sheer, but it really isn't a full coverage foundation. I'm not a fan of full coverage foundations just purely because I think it washes my face out because I'm so pale, and I also really like my freckles, so I don't want to completely cover them when I apply my makeup. So you'll usually see me when I put my makeup on, I'll apply everything and then I'll kind of wipe it off with the clean end of my beauty sponge just to get rid of that excess, so that you can still kind of see my freckles underneath as well, because I think it does bring character to my face. So now the foundation's on, the next thing I'm going to use is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I know everyone goes on about this as being like the best drugstore concealer, and I totally agree. I think for $3.99 this is the best concealer I've ever used for the under eye, and I have really dark circles, so I think I'm quite a good judge of it. So I'm just going to put this into kind of a triangle underneath each eye and then on any blemishes and dark areas around my skin, which, to be fair, I've not got that many at the moment, so I'm quite lucky. Okay. Now again I'm taking my beauty sponge and I'm just going to buff that in, making sure that it's totally covered and blended in with the foundation. And like I say, this concealer is such a good one for if you're on a budget, or even if you're not, to be honest. I think this is just an all-round amazing concealer, and I think if you've never tried it before, you're missing out. I think you need to get down to Superdrug, get down to Boots and give it a go, because it really is worth it. Okay. So now I'm just going around my face and just taking off some of that excess on my cheeks, just to let them freckles peek through a little bit and to give my face that more natural look. Okay. So now we're moving on to my absolute favourite part of my face, the eyes. So what I'm going to be using for this is I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Wild and Alluring palette, which, I mean, just look at those colours. Aren't they the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your entire life? They're just absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love. And I'm also going to be using my trusty Barry M Chisel Cheeks kit, because I use that for basically everything. As you can see, I've got hardly anything left. And also my Revolution what is it called? Ultra Blush palette in Golden Sugar to Rose Gold. This is absolutely stunning. The colours in this are just absolutely beautiful. It's like putting liquid metal on your face. Like, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it to bits. So, because we're going for a fairly summery, beachy kind of look, I'm going to start off taking a very, very small brush. So I've got this thin brush here. It's, I don't know who it's by, I think it's just a random cheap brush. But it's got a very, very thin pointed end, and that's what I want for this part of the tutorial. So, going into my Wild & Lauren palette, I'm going to be taking this colour here. I'm just going to be dipping my brush into that and then just applying it the inside corner of my eye. Because this is a very glowy summery look, I don't want to go too over the top with the colours, so I am staying fairly neutral, but I do still want to have that glamorous kind of effect to it as well, because who doesn't like a bit of glamour? So, once I've applied that, I'm going back into the palette and I'm taking this shade at the top, which is kind of a coppery purple shade. It's my favourite shade in the whole palette. And I'm just going to dip my brush into there and I'm going to spread that over the remaining 2/3. You want to be careful here not to go too far into the crease, especially with me because I've got quite hooded eyes. I've not got very large lower lids, so putting a lot of darker colour high up can make your eyes look a lot more small. So just really working that in there, but working it into the crease, but don't go up. Just stay right in that crease and just work it in on both eyes. There you go, that's that done. And now into the crease, I'm going to take this contour brush and I'm going to take my trusty Chisel Cheeks palette and I'm taking this middle colour and I'm just going to spread that all over the outer V and into the crease. Again, not going too high up. So as you can see, I'm just working it in that outside corner and then I'm bringing it in and across. So a little bit higher up, but I'm still trying to keep this bit fairly clear of any colour. If you do end up going a little bit too far up, you can either put some skin coloured stuff over the top, or you can just cover it in concealer and make do with that. It doesn't really matter at this stage because you can still correct it afterwards. So don't worry too much if you either do a little bit too much colour or you don't do it quite in the right place, because you can fix it, it's fine. Okay, so now that's done. My eyes do look a little bit weird at the moment. I'm going to be contouring, blushing and highlighting my face. Now, I'm not a contour wizard at all. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not a makeup artist and I just kind of do what I feel works for me. And I think because I've got very freckly skin, I can't really go too deep with the contour because it does make my face look a little bit muddy. So what I like to do is I just very, very lightly dust it across and kind of, it's just a case of adding a little bit of life to the skin because of course being pale in the summer, you're either looking like a ghost or looking like a lobster, there's no in between. So for me it's just getting that natural glow on there without being too dark, because that just won't suit my face. But obviously you just do whatever contour routine is right for you. So again, I'm going to be going into the Chisel Cheeks palette with this middle shade because the dark shades are way too dark for me. I'm just going to be very lightly dusting that under my cheekbone, but kind of buffing it out as well. And up here. Okay, so that's looking absolutely fine now. So then I'm going to take a big brush and I'm going to go in with some powder on my face, because my face does get a little bit greasy. So I'm just using this pressed powder from Collection in the colour Ivory. So because I've got quite oily skin, this kind of just sets all of the makeup and it gives me a little bit of an easier platform to put the bronzer and the highlighter over the top as well. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, next up I'm taking my Wild & Lauren palette again, and this is what I'm going to be using for my bronzer and my blush. So as you can see, these two shades here, that's your bronzer, that's your blush. So I'm simply taking a little bit of the bronzer, tapping off the excess and just buffing it into my cheeks, and also up here on the forehead and down on the chin. Doesn't need to be too precise, because all you're really doing is you're just adding that summer glow and that radiance to your face, which you would get if you tanned, which I don't. So I've just got to kind of fake it. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the blusher and just get that on the apples of the cheeks. I don't like too much blusher because again it covers the freckles and it makes my face look really red, and I really don't need help looking red in the summer. So then for highlighter I'm going into my Revolution palette and I'm taking this lovely golden shade because this just screams summer to me. Please ignore how messy this palette is. I use this literally every day, so I'm just gonna put this on the high points of my cheeks and kind of just around that brow area, just to give that extra luminance because it is summer, and gold glitter just screams summer. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't really it's not too pigmented, but it just gives you that really nice natural summer glow. So taking the same shade and this smaller brush that I used earlier, just dipping that in, and I'm going to highlight my cupid's bow, my nose. You can see that's just gorgeous light colour. This is perfect for fair skin, but to be fair, it's probably fine for any skin tone. I think gold you can't really go wrong with. And then I'm just highlighting my brow bones as well. And then to finish off, as I said before, if you've got a little bit of over contour in your eyes, then just go over that with a nude colour. So for me, I'm going over that with the lightest shade in my Chisel Cheeks palette, even though there's hardly anything left. So now that all that's done, I'm going to go in with the Collection Lengthening Mascara and just put a couple of layers on my lids. On my lids? On my lashes. So now the mascara's all done, all the rest of my makeup is done as well, and I'm just going to finish off with my favourite pink lipstick of all time. It's the Collection Velvet Kiss Moisturising Lip Cream in the colour Cotton Candy. How beautiful is that? So there you have it. It's my Summer Glow makeup tutorial. I have also got the written instructions up on my blog if you want to go check that out. If it's a little bit easier for you than watching a video, if you just want to follow it step by step, I'll put that in the description box below as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see any more videos like this, or you just want to support my channel, then please hit that subscribe button and the like button as well to let me know.